is W6, where RJ Broadhead dives into the who, what, where, when, why, and how they all come together for a Tiger Cats win.
Great to have you join in. This is W6. We'll go in depth on what the Tiger Cats need to do to win Game 2 of the season. I'm RJ Broadhead. Tiger Cats lost their season opener last Friday in Winnipeg after a disappointing first half. The Ticats rallied in the second half, but fell short, 42-31. The Toronto Argonauts, Hamilton's biggest rival and defending Grey Cup champions, are next. That's Sunday at 7 o'clock. You can listen to the game on the Ticats audio network. The Argos had a bye in Week 1, so this will be their first game of the season. The Tiger Cats are looking to bounce back and get their first win in Game 2. Here's offensive coordinator Tommy Condell.
I guess the old coach cliche is you make the biggest improvements from Game 1 to Game 2. And it is true. I mean, you get out there and you're able to go through the necessary things. It's not the first time that you're out there, and hopefully that we can utilize that to our advantage for us. With Toronto, this will be their first game, and for us, it'll be our second game. So hopefully we've already gone through that process, and with a lot of new players that we have, right, now we know what to expect. They've been able to be hit throughout and play a full game, and that's going to be important for us.
The Argos don't have McLeod Bethel-Thompson after he went to New Orleans in the USFL and is hoping for another shot at the NFL. So Chad Kelly is the Argos starting quarterback. This is his second season with the Argos. Last season he appeared in 4 regular season games with 1 start. That was in the meaningless final regular season game against Montreal. Prior to that start, Kelly had attempted just 10 CFL passes, completing 3 of those 10. He was good against Montreal, going 23 for 35 for 264 yards, couple of touchdowns, an interception. He took the loss in that regular season game. In the Grey Cup, Kelly is praised for coming in for the injured Bethel-Thompson in the fourth quarter. He went 4 for 6 for 43 yards passing. He ran for a big 20-yard gain that led to the winning touchdown. Kelly has shown flashes of brilliance, but he is a bit of a mystery heading into the game, seeing as he has completed just 30 passes in his CFL career. Bo Levi Mitchell, on the other hand, has the most wins among current CFL quarterbacks. He completed 17 passes last week in Winnipeg for 200 yards, a touchdown, 2 interceptions. One of those picks was on a 2-point convert attempt. Hamilton is looking forward to their first meeting against the Argos this season. Let's hear from Tim White.
Getting things right early is important, and obviously when you're playing a team that just won a championship the year before, you look forward to that. So it's a great opportunity for us because now we know what we need to work on. We know where we're lacking, and I think that's a good thing for us. A lot of things that we're able to see on film from last week, we're able to work on this week and just get better from it.
Jameer Thurman was excellent in his first game as a Ticat, 10 tackles and a forced fumble. He's looking forward to making a statement in his first taste of this rivalry.
I told the guys in preseason, I'm like, why wait until the regular season to really set the tone? So we want to make them feel us in the preseason. We get another chance on Sunday to really put a stamp on it and let them know what they're going to be in for the rest of the season.
So what's at stake? Likely the East Division. The Tiger Cats and Argos are each looking for their first win of the season. It's, of course, the Argos' first game. These teams will play 4 times in the regular season, and winning the head-to-head will go a long way in determining who wins the East Division. The Ticats need to decrease turnovers and penalties from what they produced in Game 1 if they're going to beat the Argos. Here's Tim White, followed by Tommy Condell.
We've already been working on that. That's something that we always talk about. It's always preached around here that taking care of the ball is important, and penalties, we want to have 0 penalties. So that's something that's major for us, and we're going to continue to harp on it until it's fixed.
What we're going to do is hopefully score, protect the football that we need to do and score 1 more point than they have. That's what we need to be able to do. I think every game's a little bit different. So, and what they do and what we do, and we have from the last week, we have information. And now we have to, like I said, identify the things that we need to be better at and then have solutions for them, and that's what we need to do.
Brandon Revenberg likes how the Ticats responded from a tough start in Game 1 and expects the team to be better on Sunday.
And there can definitely be some hiccups along the way, but just the way everybody came together after that game, there's a lot of positivity moving forward. At the end of the day, whenever you look back at a game you lost, you focus on the plays, the what-ifs, right? What if something went right there? So there's definitely some things that we need to clean up.
Hamilton's last win in Toronto was a big one. It was the 2021 East Final. It crowned the Ticats East Division champions, and they advanced to the Grey Cup. On the other hand, the regular season has not been as successful for the Tiger Cats when visiting Toronto. The Argos have won 4 straight regular season games at home against the Ticats. Overall, head-to-head, the regular season has favored Toronto. They've won 6 of the last 7 games. The Tiger Cats know they have to be better if they're going to end the trend. Tommy Condell and the Ticats know to be the best, you've got to beat the best.
They're the champions, right? So, I mean, that's what they were last year. I know last year's last year, but until someone's crowned there, that's what they are. So we're going to go in there to the championship lair, and we're going to go there and play and get after it. We're not going to sit back there and, to me, and we're expecting them. We respect all their coaches, and we expect them to be what they have been.
So why have the Tiger Cats struggled? Last season, the Tiger Cats really had a problem against Toronto in the second half. They turned the ball over too many times. Those issues weren't unique to playing Toronto. They were a problem for the majority of the season. It was ugly against the Argos, though. The Ticats were outscored in the second half 81-30. The Ticats won 1 of those 4 games last season. In the 3 Hamilton losses, those numbers get even worse. Toronto won every third and fourth quarter in their victories over Hamilton, outscoring the Ticats 75-10. Hamilton also turned the ball over 13 times in those losses. Toronto had 7 interceptions, 5 by Jamal Peters. He finished with 6 picks on the season to lead the CFL, thanks to Hamilton. The other interception was by Chris Edwards, who returned it 40 yards for a touchdown. Edwards is now with the Ticats and already has a defensive touchdown in that first game against Winnipeg.
It definitely was a great start. That's my favorite thing to do is, score defensive touchdowns. I feel like, that can really change the game, whether it's momentum, anything. It changes the game when you score touchdowns on defense and improves those chances of winning the game. So, that's why I really just love doing it.
Edwards in his 3 games against Hamilton last season had that pick 6 and 11 tackles. So if you can't beat him, sign him.
I never envisioned it. But, I did always like the organization, outside looking in. So when Ed Harvey, gave me a call, I was excited. I want to come here. So, we had an autograph session today, and a lot of fans came up and told me, they used to hate me, but they glad I'm here now. So, and I felt the same way being a Toronto Argo. I used to hate Hamilton, but, it's just a rivalry, so I'm glad to be here and just continue the rivalry.
Can you hate Toronto yet?
Oh, definitely. And as soon as I cross them white lines and that ball snap, it'll be a lot of hatred.
Hamilton scored 6 touchdowns against the Argos last season. The only player who will suit up for the Ticats on Sunday that scored a touchdown against the Argos last season is Tim White. And he already has a touchdown. Scored that against Winnipeg, and he is healthy. We'll see what the Tiger Cats can do. That's a look at W6. I'm RJ Broadhead. Game time, 7 o'clock on the Ticats Audio Network. Myself and Luke Tasker will have the call.
Now that you've got your W6 for this week's game, give the Ticats Audio Network a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you find your audio content.